Hi, I'll be showing you step-by-step procedure to how to convert a Figma file into this lovable site. You can get the remix link for this project in the description below. First of all, creating the blank lovable project and giving this prompt of role design, what procedures will be following, creating usable components and different component for each section using appropriate tailoring classes and workflow. If I give you the code, you have to convert it into the good code and adding it to the knowledge base of Lovable and saving it. Then going into the chat mode and asking it to read the knowledge base and then follow this instruction throughout the build. Now moving towards the navbar code, giving it an instruction in written format. For example, I want the logo and navbar items and a button creates a good output. Then going to Figma and using the plugin Figma to code, you can easily select the part and get the code for it, copy it and give it to Lovable, and it will convert it into the good code as you given in the instruction in the knowledge base. And then updating the logo and also giving the drop down image that you downloaded from the Figma to update it. Next, moving towards the hero section, describing that we want the heading, subheading, buttons, and company marquee, infinite marquee, and copying the code from the plugin and giving it that. So this is the result. It's not perfect. So for the shadow effect, I'm going to be copying the settings from the Figma and taking a screenshot and giving it to update it accordingly and giving it the instruction that I want the same effect inside shadow effect. So it gives the result like this and updating the side images in the hero section because it's using the placeholder for now. Then for the company logos, updating them and asking it to update in the marquee. Or also to reduce the spacing between the buttons and the company logos because it's too much right now. Then updating the image's position in the hero section to move it towards left and right and giving it more room and increasing the size of the icons as well. For the hero section heading, reducing the letter spacing between the words. And for the responsiveness of the website, we go to the tablet and mobile mode, moving the image's position and left aligning the centered content of the hero section. Also increasing the heading size in the tablet and the mobile mode as well. Now checking for the responsiveness, it's good to go. Next section of integration, I'm going to be giving it the instruction and the code, same procedure. And also for the images of the icons, I'm asking it that I'll give it in the next prompt. Also giving the screenshot of it so that it gives the good output. And this is the result that we got of now updating the icons for the first row, second row and third row. Also the drop shadow is not applied correctly, so taking it separately and asking it to update it. For the icons, also do not add those drop shadow in the last of the second and third row icon. And also checking for the responsiveness of this section is not good in the mobile one, so giving it the screenshot that I don't want this thing and to update it accordingly, reduce the size of the icons in the mobile mode. reduce the spacing between the icons and reduce the size, and giving it the actual screenshot that I want the result like this. So it's reduced and the lines are not aligned properly, so I'll also give it the prompt to remove it in the mobile mode. Moving towards the next section, copying the code and giving it the instruction, and also telling the images will be, I'll be giving the images later. This is the output, and now asking it to add the first image background, and it will be in two parts, the background and the foreground image, and also to make the card's content left aligned. The second image is be will be using the absolute positioning and giving it the same for the second one, because I'm giving it in two parts so that we can add animation and then it will look good. Moving to the next pricing section, copying the code and giving it the instruction to make it. It has added the blur light, which is not looking good. So I'll add the image and remove the CSS for this. Also updating the checkpoints icon for the cards as well. Copying the exact styling of this button from the Figma and giving it to update it, because if you give whole code, it does not actually copy, so you have to make the minor tweaks as well. And for the lighting image, I'm going to be giving it the image and ask it to add it to the top left corner of the section using the absolute positioning. It's not perfectly aligned, so I'll ask it to move it towards the top and left by 20%. Now moving towards the CTA section. This is the output that we got. So I'm not seeing the buttons, and I'll ask it to add it. And I also want the end result to not look like this, and giving it the Figma file screenshot as well. Now the buttons are visible, and I'm going to be reducing the heading size because it's too much right now. For the laptop screen, I'm going to be adding a line break after the task word because it's going full length and the image is overlapping with it. Now it looks exactly like the Figma file. Then moving towards the footer section, copying the code and giving it, and also instructing it to use the logo, same logo from the Navbar. For the text shadow in the CTS section, I'm going to be using the same shadow effect as in the hero section. It's too much dark right now, so I'll be asking it to reduce it a bit. Also giving it the reference screenshot as well. Also making the letter spacing consistent with the heading as well, to moving it to zero point 0.1 pixel. For the animations, I'm gonna be taking the reference from the Indie UI. They have different text animation you can choose from. I'm going in with the blur-in effect, copying the component from there, and asking Lovable to create a reusable component and use it for every heading in the page. Benefits of reusable component is that you only define the code once and it can be used everywhere. And if you want to update anything, it's just in one place. So the settings applied. I'll also be applying the same effect for the foreground images of these cards. Fade in animation for these. Also for these icons in this section. And now it's complete. I hope this was helpful, and you can get the remix link in the description below. Thank you.